eat, and they have this food day, Department of Education. Even a pretty much anti-establishment, because most of them are my listeners there, and good Christian people, still to be accredited, because people want to be able to get their kids into college, it's New World Order now. I mean, it's everywhere. And so now we're like, okay, it is incredible.
I'm glad you've seen this, Alex, because what I said before, I want to make it clear. Now, if please, folks, don't email me and say that you know of a private Christian school that isn't controlled by the government. Well, sure, there are plenty that aren't, but they haven't taken any tax money. I want you to send me information about a school that has taken tax money from the government and is not in some way totally controlled. You know, even Chester Finn, who's high up with the neocons, people have heard of him. He was assistant secretary under Bush, Department of Ed. Way back then, he said, you know, short of throwing money in the streets, so everybody can come in and grab $1, $10, $100, whatever, you know, run home. Short of doing that, there is no way for the tax money to be distributed to people or organizations or what without accountability. And that means, and he said this in the early 80s, the quote's in my book, look under Finn, F-I-N-N. That means that if you take a penny, pay penny for the federal government, the state government, your local government, any supplies or services in the school, you are completely controlled. Your child will have to take the national test, which is 60%.
Hold on, we're going to get into the national test. We're almost out of time, but I want to be clear. From what I've researched, the school isn't taking money, but they want to say they're accredited. And that's the issue, is that just to be accredited, the discrimination against schools that are under government control, then it's not accredited. So from what I've researched, there's not taking money, but they want to be accredited. So I think it's even worse than you're saying, but you're the expert. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's true, because accreditation is going to require that you have, you know, absolutely no biases, everything has to be politically correct. That's one. You won't be accredited unless you go through that routine, see? And all I can say is I never dreamed that Charlotte, who had been fighting, I've always known it was the Soviet Union, I've always known it was communism, but I focused on that so much. But I never dreamed that I would end up doing a radio show where I'm saying that school choice is the Trojan horse to bring the communist system in.
But it is. It is. It allows the total takeover of everything.
It allows the total takeover of our representative constitutional form of government by allowing unelected councils. Look the word on the dictionary. You'll find it's defined in the old dictionaries as Soviets. Please, folks, I know it's not a really jazzy, exciting subject, school choice, but it sure is dangerous. It's the Trojan horse to lose our free representative form of government. And I will bet my bottom dollar on that. And, you know, it's all going in now. The Chinese system, truly lifelong under the umbrella of the school district.
And Charlotte, let me expand on that. This is powerful information. The school is the heart of every community, and quote after quote by the globalist is how they're going to use it as the metastasization center to spread the cancer. This is Agenda 21. Both books, Behind the Green Mask, You and Agenda 21, discount at Rosa Corey, available at INFOWARS.com, with The Deliberate Dumbing Down of America, revised and abridged edition, Charlotte Thompson Iserby, all available at INFOWARS.com. Please get it out to everyone you know, because most of the minions of this system are not aware of what they're part of. Charlotte, in the last 3 or 4 minutes we've got, any other points you think are important that should be made here?
Well, I really don't know. I think that I'm trying to think of what's important aside from the school choice issue. That is key. The other legislation that is being pushed all over the country is the school to work. and it's the non-graded education system. No competition, no nothing. I mean, it's so tragic. And your children aren't going to have any upward mobility. They won't be able to decide what they want to do in their life. You know what I said to my son today, Alex? I said, you know what? I'd rather live with a lot of bums hanging around on the street in town asking for money with a free market system than with the mandated Soviet womb to tomb. You will work at whatever job we decide for you.
Caste system.
Yes. I would rather have the bums on the street any day. And I'm sick and tired of these neocons and whatever you want to call them, even free market people. You know, I'm getting very disgusted with their whole philosophy.
Well, George Bernard Shaw, the socialist, said, you will work at whatever job we give you in the socialist system, and if you don't, we'll kill you.
You know what? That's exactly what they will do.
Well, I mean, Bill Gates is saying, kill grandma, hire 10 teachers, and the teachers clap. They think a state that's going to kill grandma is going to give them something. No, they're going to kill you. They're going to kill everybody.
It's, you know, Glenn Beck, I don't know if you heard that. He did a pretty good little clip on his trip to Rome. Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
Where he talked about, he had interviews with people at the Vatican and how the new Pope has selected 13 new cardinals. All very, very conservative. And they're so upset in the Vatican. They really are. And Glenn Beck, who's, I think he's Mormon, isn't he? He was really very good. He was very moderate, and people should look that up. He was saying, folks, look, we're all Catholic, really, in the term of big, you know, Christians, huh? Not the...
Yeah, Catholic just means Christian. People don't know that. Then there's Roman Catholic means specifically, yeah.
That's right. And he said, whether you're Methodist, Jewish, whatever, we have to stick together because this is a battle against Lucifer. We are in the last stages. And he said, the Vatican is totally convinced of this now. Took a while. You know, I have a lot of problems with the Vatican because they were so surrounded by people who didn't want anybody to figure out what they were doing. But now we do have Benedict, who evidently, as Glenn Beck said, he selected 13 very, very true conservative cardinals because he's, you know, I mean, there is no word to describe how concerned he is.
Well, you can say what you want about the Vatican, but there's no doubt the liberal Hollywood New World Order establishment is assaulting it 110%. I'm not even Catholic, Roman Catholic, but the point is that you can see the system is trying to overrun it. And I think the Catholic Church has figured out, the Roman Catholic Church, it tried to work with the system. The system is now trying to fully destroy it because the Luciferians want to destroy all religion to make themselves God.
Well, you see, that's pretty much what Beck said. You know, he said, oh, once the Catholic Church goes down, we all go.
Well, that's like Obama saying the Catholic Church has got to hire, you know, transvestites to teach 5-year-olds.
Oh, yeah, I know. And that he talked about Obama, too. I mean, it really was good. I hope people will look at that because the bottom line here, and I really doubt that I would have spent the past 30 years doing what I'm doing, ending up with this lousy cold. You know, I'm really sort of addicted to the subject, I guess, but I know something's very wrong. And so I myself, you know, I wrote my article, The Devil's 7-Pronged Fork. It's on the internet all over the place, folks. Do read it because it'll make you feel a little better because it does explain that your falling for this wasn't entirely your fault. It's diabolical how they did it with gradualism, the dialectic, mass media control.
We're up against total sophistication, but you better know when the mainstream corporate prostitute media pushes something, it's evil. And whoever they attack may not even be perfect, but they're attacking them because they don't fit into that master plan.
That's right. And it's very, very evil right now. And, you know, in a way, those who don't have any faith in Jesus Christ, this is an important time for them. Because if they're ever going to have evidence that there are two sides to this battle, it's right now. Either you're a Christian or Jewish. If you know, that's I'm not pushing. I'm just saying either you are Christian or Jewish, or you're with Satan. I mean, you may not know it. I mean, there are a lot of quotes in the Bible that say that, you know. I think Jesus Christ said it, if you're not with me, you're against me, you know. But there are people who, if they can't see it now, if they can't, look what's going on in the schools now in first grade. Look what they're teaching our little children. I mean, it is so sick. I thought this kind of education was sick when they were teaching 8th graders in the 70s these things. Now they're teaching our little ones, our 6 and 7-year-olds. Really, how long, folks, I know your audience agrees with this, but how long are we going to allow this to go on?
Oh, they're teaching 5-year-olds things I didn't know till I was in college. It is purely satanic to try to ruin innocent children.
But again, you know, we've been talking about it is satanic. So it is so satanic that the average American will say, well, anything to get away from this, but we need school choice. See?
But instead, the dam breaks and all that evil floods into everything else.
Yep. So don't let the horrible evil that's so evident let you fall for school choice. Homeschool your children, but don't forget that one of the design teams under George Bush for the New American School Development Corporation was connecting the school district with the homeschoolers. Charter schools, let me point this out to you, they have homeschools too. And it was through William Bennett who admitted to charter school, homeschool parents when they said, what test, Mr. Bennett, Secretary Bennett, will our children use with your virtual computer academy? And he said, oh, you have to use the national test. And that's 60% attitudinal, right? You know, so you've got to understand that their whole goal is to control.
Oh, I heard the news. Yeah, take over homeschools. We're out of time, but I heard the local news, a federal grant of $600,000, our money, to teach the kids about Agenda 21 and zero waste and how humans are trash. Right here where I live, people put their kids on a government bus, send them right in to be taught how to do things I didn't know about until I was 20 years old. And I wish I didn't know about them then. It is purely satanic. Charlotte Iserby, your book, Deliberate Dumbing Down of America, available at INFOWARS.com. Great job. Your website has been below you the entire time. Give us your website one more time and your son's excellent website.
Okay, mine is DeliberateDumbingDown.com, and my son's marvelous one is AmericanDeception.com. And I apologize for my voice, but I'm about to lose it. And,
I think the fact that you've been under the weather today, you've even been more powerful. Sometimes it is when we don't feel well that we rise to the occasion. Charlotte, great job. I'm going to end the show right now and say bye to you here at the end. Stay right there. Thank you so much. Amazing. We'll have you back very soon. Well, there is Charlotte Thompson Iserby. And let me tell you, this is a fight against good and evil. If you don't believe in the devil, that's your issue. Might as well be the devil. Everything I ever read about in history about devils, goblins, demons, that's the people doing this. Who wants to mess up little kids? Who wants to break up families? Who wants to shut down family farms? Who wants to inject cancer viruses in people? Who wants to shut down local communities and pay $22 billion to ship General Motors to China, Brazil, and Eastern Europe? Some evil, sick people. And why do they hate America? For all our faults, we've been the best there is. The most wholesome, the most good, the most free. And we're hated for that. We're fighting pure evil. If you support what we're doing, please get this video out to everybody. If you support liberty, get it out to everybody. Become a subscriber, 15-day free trial at PrisonPlanet.tv. Don't just see these shows that we post on YouTube and everywhere else. See it when it first airs, 7 o'clock every night. See the radio show with the video every day. All my films, online books, so much more. PrisonPlanet.tv. We're in a war. And when people realize we're in a war, that's the beginning of the victory. And that's starting to happen. That's why the enemy is accelerating their program right now. This has been almost an hour-long interview with her. 30-plus minutes with Jim Mars and all the news. Great job to the crew and great job to you, the PrisonPlanet.tv subscribers. Lord willing, I'll see you back on the radio tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, and 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll have footage from the Ron Paul rally that's going to kick off soon right here in Austin, Texas.